I know you did mention that it was a dream you had, but can you kind of tell us your side of this situation?
I never said I seen her body. I said I had a dream that I seen her body. Days after Summer went missing, there was a funeral in the cemetery across the street, and I woke up to funeral music, and I'm pretty sure it correlated with all that. So I think it was a conversation between me and my daughter. I think my daughter heard a conversation between me and Jody Sue talking about said thing. Maybe me and Jody Sue was arguing at some point in time. I don't honestly remember at that point in time between me done being ready to leave the house, leave everybody behind, just walk away from everybody because I couldn't handle it no more. Shit was a blur.
No contact. She wants her name not to be on his lips. So do the judges in courts in those papers. He's abusing a child in the open by calling her a fucking liar about what he said. It wasn't poor Hims that had a dream. He'd ever cared enough about anybody to have a fucking dream about him. Especially not Summer.
But that day, I went down to the cabin. I sat outside the cabin while he was, on his escapade about whatever it was. Then I got into the cabin after he screamed at me about being near the cabin. And then he comes back a few minutes later after storming off. And then he comes down, says something he said to Boog.
Which is her brother.
Yeah. And then he started screaming again, and then he was like, I already know Summer's dead bodies. I know Summer's dead somewhere in a ditch, I know Candace did it. I know Dawn did it, whatever. And, he was just screaming about that. And then, and then he was like, after that, it was like, I'm so tired of, he mispronounced Equa Search. And he said Aqua Search. He screamed, I'm so tired of Aqua Search. Holding me back with all these police officers and stuff. And he was on about that. And he was screaming it. And, yeah. And then he went back onto the Summers dead body thing.
At the point in time that she got her thyroid thing.
Hi, my name is Dee, and you're watching Dee True Crime Commentary. Whoa, Andy. Who said Summer got hurt? We didn't know Summer got hurt. What happened to her? Did y'all hear him say at the point in time when Summer got hurt?
I was ready to leave at that point anyway. I'd been done. It wasn't just this time me leaving. It was a little bit before Summer went gone that I went missing, and I took off and I disappeared, and it was a couple of years. It was, I would get fed up, and I couldn't take it here, and it was a couple of years. It was, I would get fed up, and I couldn't take it.
So that kind of thing had been going on with Jody, Sue, and Andy for a couple of years, he said. So Jody Sue wasn't the little heartbreaking thing we thought she was, because this has been going on for a couple of years. Him leaving, up and leaving when he wanted to. Him up and just leaving.
I was ready to leave at that point anyway. I'd been done. It wasn't just this time me leaving. It was a little bit before Summer went gone that I went missing, and I took off and I disappeared, and it was a couple of years. It was, I would get fed up, and I couldn't take it no more, and I'd leave. And it would be the following around, and the calling, and the hey, the kids need this, and the kids need that, and it would gradually be, hey, just come back home, or like the text you see, and just, everybody It got out there. I put it out there. About the hey, come by, just leave. Afterwards, type shit. And, you know, I can't explain it. There was something there for so many years, but then after so many years, it wasn't there no more, and it wasn't a fun game no more, and it wasn't something I wanted to wake up to. You knew your life was getting fucked up at 1:30 every day. I mean,
Problems long before Summer went missing, and like were you
me leaving this time was not the first time I had left.
okay? So that's what I mean. Like there was ongoing
No,
relationship
it was
issues.
it was ongoing. I was always up to something, doing something with somebody else. That type of situation. I'm not the dude that goes to the bar. I'm not the dude that goes out with his buddies to the bars. I'm not the dude that goes out and does things usually without my significant other. I gotta have somebody accompanying me to have fun with, not just a bunch of stupid shit going on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't go to the bar and drink. I've never been a drinker. Yes, I have drank, but I'd rather smoke weed and sit home, or smoke weed and go wander around somewhere at like the Smoky Mountains or Hayes Mountain or a park or do something like that. I just had to go. And after Summer went missing, it was, she hears a noise in the woods at night. And I had to get up and go to work. Yeah, I took a few days off there after just to make everybody feel safe and stay at home. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, at one point in time, it was just too much. I couldn't take it no more. I didn't want to come home. I didn't want to go home. Didn't want to have to go home. So, yeah, I had to go. I'm sorry I chose the wrong time. That was the worst time I could have chose to finally just say, hell with it. I got
working together because they have to. I think they're covering for somebody that's really close to them.
Yeah, but what if it's not who we've been thinking it was the whole time?
I think you're right.
What if it's somebody else that's being kept under lock and key all the time?
Someone who can't talk to anybody or go to school or is never left allowed to talk to nobody and has gauges in their ears and probably cuts her hair like her mother and acts like her mother too. Wouldn't doubt it. Just going there.
Should we go there?
Look.
Ding, 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 ding. Twice said you have an answer.
Fuck. We're going to call it. We're going to call it.
Mm-hmm.
I need a nickname, y'all. Nothing that even is remotely noticeable. I need a nickname. I don't know. I think so too, Sage.
I think so, yeah.
I don't think he's in the military either.
What do you mean, Katie? What's awful? Circus. Okay.
Matilda.
She said, Sage said Bubba.
Bubba's a good one.
I think we're going to go with Bubba. Because we don't need it to make.
We'll go with Bubba because Bubba's, Bubba.
Mm-hmm. Because somebody asked her, what's that about?
What does Jody have? Is Jody going to get gauges in her ears?
Have you seen Jody's ears?
Well, I guess Bub's emo then, right? Gotta be. Bub is emo.
But I wouldn't think in the military he'd be able to wear that.
I'm not talking about him.
Oh.
I'm talking about Bubs. That's why. That's my new nickname for her.
Okay.
I mean, to let your child do that to their ears, that's kind of, I don't know. What does Jody have? Is Jody going to get gauges in her ears?
Have you seen Jody's ears?
Well, I guess Bub's emo then, right? Gotta be. Bub is emo.
But I wouldn't think in the military he'd be able to wear that.
I'm not talking about him.
Oh.
I'm talking about Bubs. That's why. That's my new nickname for her.
Okay.
I mean, to let your child do that to their ears, that's kind of, I don't know. If I'd be trying to keep up with all the damn stuff on YouTube too, since I'm guilty as fuck. trying to cover for my kid. Trying to stir the narrative. Yeah, it'd stress me out.
Lena May says she's using filters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, she was using that black and white film noir filter for a while.
But you think that makes her look younger?
I don't know. Made her look like she was in an old classic movie.
In an old cowboy movie, meet her a cowboy, baby. You have to put
I don't know nothing about no filter.
Andy B, is this all right with you? Do you realize what they are saying and doing here when it comes to your children?
And stuff like that.
Okay.
And I personally know about that by accident.
Okay. What do you mean about accident? How do you know about that by accident?
Back in my cocaine days, when I was younger and I was out there doing all that dumb shit, I ran into some shit like that.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand it at that time. But now looking back, in my mind, I'm like, wow, I'm a million miles away from that now, but now I get it.
When Summer disappeared, Don Wells just didn't get healed overnight. He still smokes cane and he still participates in illicit sex. Put him in prison for 10 years and let him out and he'll still do it again, guaranteed. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason we are even talking about this case is because of Don Wells' sex habits. That's what it boils down to.
And I understand what was happening.
But you didn't get it, 40 years ago when you did whatever that come out of your mouth, you confessed to doing to your stepsister. So molesting your stepsisters, Cade, you didn't get it. You didn't understand. To whenever the fuck you were around this child trafficking people to get to know it. And you mentioned child porn too. So you know that world. None of us know that world like Don knows that world. It's in this call, folks. Listen. You didn't get it then that it was wrong, but now Summer's gone. Oh, shit. Bingo. Child trafficking is bad. I get it now. Child trafficking is wrong. I've been around it before. Didn't understand it. But now that my daughter's gone, I get it. It's bad. As well as, we now have him confessing again that he knows that world.
I didn't get it then when I was younger.
Right.
But now,
I can't with this. Lock him up. I'm just going to keep doing this. Get him. Fuck. How are these people inside their home probably getting fucked up right now? Don, we're all questioning the law around you, okay? We're all questioning it because you should be locked the fuck up. So should your wife and maybe your mother-in-law and probably every fucking body else up on that hill and around that hill.
Pieces together, the puzzle pieces together, and it's like these kids were taken away or run away, and they got them hooked on drugs. And put out on the street, boys and girls. You could be responsible for taking my daughter. You damn right he could be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we don't know, but we don't know. I have no idea.
Right. All right. Let's see what else they're saying here.
I don't know how you get 15 charges like that and get away with it and not even serve a few days in jail.
Yep, I understand. Okay, so also too, let's see. Have you checked into child trafficking
Yeah,
places?
rewound it.
They're asking.
Well, the only child trafficking places that I know about, that I personally know about, is like Los Angeles, Southern California, and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I personally know about that by accident.
Okay. What do you mean by accident? How do you know about that by accident?
Back in
Oopsie, I stumbled upon child trafficking and child porn. Uh-oh. Accident. I don't know about y'all, but I'm 39 years old and I ain't never had that accident. I do.
looking back, you know, in my mind, I'm like, wow, you know, I'm a million miles away from that now, but now I get it and I understand what was happening. And they got them hooked on drugs and put out on the street.
In my opinion, they all know what went on. Every last one of them. Don, Candace, Grandma, Jody Sue, and Andy all have a part in this crime. This series of crimes. Justice for Summer Wells. We are Summer's Army.